How we doing, everybody? Today was all right, man. It was all right. Definitely some things I want to learn from and just do better. We're on the practice account right now, taking a 3-minute inversion. I'll kind of show you guys that, and you guys have to bear with me today. My mouse is dead, which is unlucky. So we have this inversion. Just taking it on paper, kind of giving it a good feel for the market. But we are done trading our Express account today and our Combine. The Express account I didn't touch today, not because that was my plan starting out, but because I didn't really like anything after open, and I kind of want to go over that real quick because open was really, really good. Market open, we had an SMT at these highs right here. On the higher time frame, I believe we had an SMT between this high right here. Yes, took out this high, so we had two bearish SMTs. We've been coming up overnight. We've been bullish. We have all this low resistance liquidity. We had this low right here. That was a nice target. And I actually did on my Combine. I actually entered this position that I'm about to show you guys, but I didn't hold it all the way through, or I went break even when we hit this low right here. One reason for that is just because right at market open, and I just don't really have much confidence taking trades through market open, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I was trying it out and on the Combine, and I kind of got shaken out of it. It was actually the trade of the day. I had a good entry. I got in on the 1-minute inversion right here, around here. So we got in here. Our stop was around here or here. I didn't really know where to quite put it. As you can see, I went break even at this low, or these lows, I think, right here. This low right here went break even. It came down and waked me out. You can see this order block right here held very, very nice. If we zoom in, you can see just the bodies really respecting it, really reacting strong off of there. And even the 5-minute, we had this inversion here, and off market open, ES, if we look at ES 1 minute, ES came down at market open. Market open was like around here. Market ripped up, took out these 9 o'clock highs, which is right here, these 9 o'clock highs. So we had a double SMT off open, which is even stronger. The 5-minute inverse as well. Right here, we had a 5-minute fair value gap and an order block get formed, 5-minute order block. We tapped that and sold off nice. So definitely unfortunate to be caught out of that position. I'm going to just close this practice, I believe. Actually, let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to close the practice trade. I don't think it's very good anyways. But continue just going over this trade. This was the trade of the day, and this is where a lot of my talking points for today come out. Was kind of just fumbling that trade. Just kind of set the mood to be a little bit more negative, a little bit more antsy, because I was in a great trade, and this would be day done on most days, especially if I took it on the Express account, because we could have gotten a nice, we were risking $50 to make $120 something dollars. So that is a little bit frustrating for sure. But we didn't take it on the Express, and we didn't take it on, and we didn't hold it properly on our actual account. So I have the execution. I might pull that up in a second, but this was the trade, and I have to be confident in that. But again, this trade happened around 9:20. Again, before market. I don't have the most confidence doing that. So I'm more than fine with the learning lesson today. But then when you look at the rest of price action today, nothing too beautiful. We did have these lows that became a draw after we came down here, rebalanced to the 5-minute, held bearish. And then I was looking to enter this on my Express account right here, this inversion on this fair value gap right here. But I didn't get it. Why did I not get it? Because we closed 26 points lower than the fair value gap. So that's $50 that I'd have to risk. And again, on my Express account, that's pretty much what I'm trying to risk. So to already have to risk 50 on top of everything, it wouldn't be too ideal, because the risk to reward is pretty bad here. Even if I had my stop there, 37 points, the take profit was barely 30 points. So I just decided to just skip that one. which again was frustrating because that was a nice trade. It was a continuation of the early trend, the SMT, the inversion, the order block, the sell-off, the displacement, rebalance, the equilibrium, 5-minute gap. I think we had another SMT, and then we inverse this gap right here. If it would have closed around here, this would be a textbook setup, but it didn't. It closed really aggressively, and I didn't get that setup there on the Express. And then I didn't lock my account then. We're still looking around, but nothing really caught my eye. For the Express, this was a really big move down. So even if we did inverse this, we did get to a break-even point, and technically this trade would still be playing out if you just had your stop underneath this inversion, which I wouldn't. But again, this is not a trade or a position that's really favorable for me. This 2-minute gap here, this stop loss is just big, right? I'd be risking a lot. So I just decided I don't think anything's too clean today on the Express, so I locked that account. No trades, which is cool. I think I did my job on that account. But the main thing I wanted to kind of talk about in this video is the fact that it's tough on the combines, or not on the combines. Well, it's tough to have a combine and an Express account. And why do I say that? Well, because all this time I've been used to just trading one account. I've been trading just the combine, and it was basically my Express account, it was basically my live account, right? That's what I wanted to pass on. I wanted to pass the challenge on that account. I just kind of want to mark this trade out here because it's just such a nice trade. Right here. But yeah, so since I've been trading the combine, one combine, it's basically been the account, right? It's been the live account, and that's all my focus is. So when I'm trading, all my rules are specifically tailored to one account, which is, look for a great setup. Look for a good setup. Take it with conviction, proper risk management, proper holding my stop loss. Try and do all the right things, right? Try and follow my rules. And it was easy with one account because that's all you had. You had one account, so you follow your rules. You trade as best you can on that account as if this is your bread and butter account, as if you're making money, as if you're a professional. And I made mistakes while trading that account for sure, but I was trading it as if it was my only account. So all the mistakes I was making were just mistakes I'm making because I made a mistake, not because of any other ideas or anything. It was just I made a mistake on this trade. I got out early, I over leveraged, whatever, just mental errors. But I wasn't making errors, and I wouldn't say I'm making too many errors right now. But today, we ended the day $300 on this account because we're trading it a lot more aggressively than I would like to. I'm taking a few more trades than I would like to. And I think it just comes down to having two accounts is kind of tripping me out a little bit. It's kind of messing me up a little bit, which is cool, which is fine. I just have to navigate multiple accounts, right? I have to navigate that. I could copy trade them, yes, but I'm trying to trade one micro on the 50K Express. And if I'm just being completely honest, I don't think that I'll be able to pass the funded account with one micro in a timely fashion, right? I think that would take me a few months. And I'm not trying to stay on one micro for forever. I'm doing that to just get my feet wet with the Express account to get used to it. So copy trading is kind of out in my opinion. I would rather maybe take one trade a week on the Express account. And then one trade on the combine. Or not one trade on the combine. One trade on the Express account, and then focus only on the combine, and trade it with risking 200, 300, 400 a trade, and try and pass into the combine. I'm having to kind of really work out which one I'm trying to focus on. Am I trying to focus on the Express and just trading one micro, or am I trying to focus on getting another combine passed? And I don't really know. I'm kind of in a dilemma now because it would be nice to have another combine pass, so I would have two Express accounts. Not that I can copy trade, but so I can have a little bit of calm in the back of my mind that says, okay, if we don't get a payout from this account, or if we mess up this account, or we take some losses, we have another one ready to go. We don't have to worry about passing another one. And yeah, so I'm just kind of in a back and forth with myself. And what I've been doing is look for the best trades on my Express account, see if I can get a trade. Not really see anything, and then taking some stabs on the combine that are lesser trades, and that shouldn't happen. And that's what's been happening. It's just me taking a little bit of lesser quality trades, due to just, oh, it's a combine. Oh, I can just do this. And it's just creeping in bad habits, because at the end of the day, that's what these combines and this is what these prop firms want. They want you to kind of just, be throwing stuff at a wall and see what sticks. I think the best way to trade this, or best way to trade in general and get better at trading, is to never separate anything, right? Demo, live, express, funded, it should all be the same, and I haven't been treating it that way. Again, it's a learning curve. I've never been on the express while having a combine. I've never had to trade multiple accounts. So it's a little bit of a learning curve that I'm trying to get used to, and I'm trying to best navigate. So it's going to take me some time to really figure that out, right? It's just going to take time to understand. But I think what I want to start doing is I only want to trade one account during the day. And if I decide that I'm going to take a trade on the express account, I'll copy trade it onto the combine. But there's not going to be a vice versa, right? It's not going to be, oh, I don't really see a trade I like on the express account. I'm just going to take a halfway setup on the combine. I want to have specific days. I want to only trade the combine twice a week. But this is the tricky part, right? I'm going through these rules live because I'm trying to work through it. And I kind of want you guys to give me some feedback. But it doesn't make sense for me to say, hey, I'm going to trade my my express account on Tuesdays and Thursdays, because I don't know what's going to happen Tuesday, Thursdays. Tuesdays could be, the worst price action of the week or the best price action. So I don't want to tell myself, oh, I can only trade the express account these days, and then I'm kind of forcing it because on those days I know that's the only time I can get. So that isn't really the best option. And then also, saying, I'm going to just look for the best setup, but then what happens when the best setup comes, I don't take it on the express, or I do take it on the express, and then I trade the combine. So it's like, which way should I manage this? And I think I'm leaning towards trading the combine as if it's my only account, but with better size, right? So where we can pass these accounts. And I think I'm just going to start worrying about and focus on getting more combines passed. I don't think having one express account is really too beneficial, although, yes, I can make money from it. But I'm just trying to get used to it. I'm just trying to trade better. So if I'm trying to trade better, me taking a trade on the express account and making even $100 doesn't really do that much for me. If I'm just all over the place on the combine, if I'm just stabbing into trades, taking just halfway setups, because I'll show you guys a few setups I was taking today on the combine. A few setups I took this long here when we made this 1 minute order block. When we closed above right here, I took a long here, took some partials and went break even, and then got stopped out break even. I took this short here because we inversed here and I had a bigger stop loss and we hit. And then I took this inverse here on a 30-second. I think we closed around here, and I took some profits here. I was taking more trades that weren't bad. I wasn't really breaking rules, but they just weren't very good. They weren't very, get in, great trades. This trade was great. I didn't have confidence because of the right market open. It's really volatile. I was just moving kind of crazy. And I just closed the trade. Or I didn't close the trade. It hit a break-even point, which was a 1-to-1. In terms of my stop loss to take profit, or to this area. So I did hit the 1-to-1, and I got stopped to break even. The point being not about the break even or not, but about just moving away from being a really good trader, which is this right here. This is the trade of the day. You get in, you're risking 25 points, maybe take it 3-4 micros, hold the 3-4 micros, 2 off here, 1 off here, and then have a fantastic day. And I've been moving away from that ever since getting funded, because again, it's been a learning curve. I hate to just keep making an excuse for myself, but it is different, right? It's felt different. I've started to move away from the basics. I've started to move away from just reading, where is price going? Where's the liquidity? Is price even good? I was taking a bunch of stabs on the combine because there was inversions left and right, but when you look at this picture right here, what's the higher time frame even telling me? I don't really have a great direction on the higher time frame. We look pretty bearish into the day, but this doesn't give me any bias, right? But then when you go on the 1 minute and you see all these different gaps, and you see a sweep of liquidity here, and then you see an inversion here, and then you see all these different things, you start to tell yourself things that don't really matter. And it's been kind of frustrating because I don't think I've gotten worse at trading. That's an exaggeration. But I've been kind of just not taking many steps forward recently. I've taken some time off trading just that week, right, where I wasn't posting. And last week I had like a half week, and I had to it was my first time trading the Express, so that was a different emotion. And then it just making everything more difficult. So I think you guys aren't going to see me trade the Express account for a while. I'd have to trade one time in every 30 days. So maybe once a week I'll take one setup if it's really, really good. But outside of that, I don't really know if I want to focus on it. I think I want to just go back to the Combine and keep practicing and be a little bit more aggressive, right? Take a little bit more risk, $200-$300 a trade. But let them play out. I don't want to just go in there, risk a good amount, scalp $100, but I'm risking 300, and then just go and break even. I want to, trade. I want to trade as if I was a real trader, making money consistently. And I think that will benefit me because at the end of the day, all I need to do is just get better at trading, right? I just need to get better. So it doesn't matter which account I trade on as long as I'm getting better. If I took this setup right here, and I took it on Combine, and I risked right, and I took profits right, and I held right, the bias was great, the entry was great, everything was great, that's a good trading day. That's what's making me better in the long run. I don't need to be focused on all these other things, which I think my mind has been caught up on without realizing it until reflecting today. I wasn't really realizing that I was just so focused on the Combine didn't mean as much as the Express, right? In my mind, you kind of build that up as, oh, it's just a Combine. I have an Express account, but I need more of the Express accounts because I need that freedom, that peace of mind to trade the Express account to actually make money off it. And you shouldn't need that, but I don't have that, that full confidence yet to where I can just say, I don't need another Combine. I can work on the Combine and copy trade my Express and trade 4 micros. I can't personally do that yet. I don't have the risk tolerance for it, and that's fine. You build that up over time. I think I really just need to go back to the basics, which is just trade. Trade like I know how to trade. If we look at today, the only model that was good was shorts after here and then here to go to these lows right here. After that stayed on. And I need to get back to that. I need to get back to the roots of, get a bias, you get it early morning, and then day's done. And I think I've been kind of hurting myself with having the two accounts, and especially treating the Combine lesser than the Express account, because on the Combine it's easy to say, oh, we might hit the objective for today, but maybe I get a little rebalance trade, or maybe I get a little continuation, or maybe I can squeeze out a little bit of this, because again, I'm so focused on just passing another Combine so I can have another one instead of just getting better at the skill, so that when I have another one I can just perform, right, and I can just make money, which is cool, man. This is the learning part. But I want to start focusing on getting better in trading more than getting funded, getting payouts, anything like that, because this is a skill. You make money off your skill, but this is a skill. This has nothing to do with money. Trading has nothing to do with money, has everything to do with skill, and that's the beauty of it. That's why I like it, but that's the hard part, is because we think it has to do with money, and it doesn't. Iman Trading, the guy that exposes frauds, he posted a really cool video yesterday, and something that happened in his video was interesting. Was it said like every trade, and I wish I had it, and I don't want to pull up this video just in case he copyrights it or something, or if it gets copyright, I don't know the rules, but go watch it. But it said something about like every trade fails for a similar reason, and it's like removing your stop loss, right? Or so we'll use this example right here. If you're in a trade and you keep moving your stop, why are you moving your stop if price is coming down? Well, because you're trying to avoid the pain of losing. And then what are you doing if you move your stop to break even too early? You're trying to avoid the pain of losing. What are you doing if you lose a trade and then you over leverage to make it back and you're risking double? You're trying to make back, your money, so you're trying to avoid that. You're trying to get away from feeling sad about losing. Why do you make your stop loss smaller when it shouldn't be? Avoid the pain of losing. So it was interesting. I would definitely recommend just watching that video. It's pretty good. But it kind of opened my eyes, even though it's something I knew. But it's like, we're just trying to avoid that feeling, that uncomfortability of losing, right? And we're designed as human beings to not want to lose, not want to fail, not want to hurt. But that is trading. Trading's a lot of suck. Trading's a lot of, acceptance. Trading's a lot of just leaving things out of your own hands and letting things be. And that's very difficult for me, and I'm having to just continuously try and craft away from it and get better and better and better and get away from it fully, because it's holding me back. So I just need to go back to the basics, which is trade. Just trade like a good trader, which I have my rules, man. I know my rules. It's, one, right? We got to I don't need to write it out, man. But the first thing is just figure out where's the market going. Where's the liquidity, right? I haven't moved away from that, but that's the basic. Where's liquidity, right? What is the bias, right? We have an S&T. What's the context, right? Figure out context. Figure out where the market's trying to go to. Where's the liquidity lie? And then worry about entry model. Okay, how am I going to enter the trade? And then after that, how am I going to position myself? And where's it going to go? And then I need to just, again, when day's done, right? Just because I have a combine, I feel like I can trade some more and maybe squeeze out a little more profits. So what, right? The day's done. Like, the objective was hit. So figure out the objective, figure out where I'm trying to trade to, figure out how I want to get in, and focus on those 1, maybe 2 trades a day, preferably 1, and just focus on being that sniper, being that persistent, just getting the trade, getting in, getting out, and taking what you need from the market, right? Again, this is a very simple, quick day right here. In, out, right off open, right? And day's done. Day would be done, right? And it's that simple, but I make it more complicated than it needs to be. I overcomplicate things. I manually intervene on things I don't need to manually intervene on, and it's just holding me back. It's holding me back, just like it's always been. But we can fix it, right? We're getting better. But again, ever since I passed this combine, I've just been kind of moving away from the basics, which is just reading the market for what it is. Seeing the market for what it is. If I look at the market today, there's nothing really that good here. When you look at a 5 minute like this, it's bad. This is good price movement. This is clear target. That was a clear target. This is a good price movement. But this, after we get this, when I'm seeing this, there's no bias here. There's absolutely no bias here. You can maybe get some scalps, right? Right here. We just went long, right? We could have got a scalp right here. We could have got in. We could be break even right now for 7 points, and we might be able to get a take profit at 16 points. And then we maybe get a runner to here, and we got break even. But so what, right? Just because it works doesn't mean it's really good, right? We would just hit a take profit off this inversion, and we'd be at break even. But again, when you really look at this chart here, there's nothing going on that's really, I need to get into this marketplace. This inversion and the start of the day here was great. Everything else is going to be sloppier because we've delivered to the objective, which was, London low here, or maybe London low here, or Asia lows. That was the objective. We delivered our goal, and we don't need to keep doing anything, right? We don't need to worry about where the market's going to go now and whatever. And that's how I was trading before, was just being objective about the market, looking at the market for what it is, taking what it gives you, and not trying to, be greedy, not trying to force anything, not trying to just get too zoomed in. And again, 5th, 6th time's a charm. We had a bunch of these. We had this inversion here that got break even. We had this inversion-ish here that didn't work. We had the inversion here that was break even. Right? We had all these different stabs, and then yes, eventually you're going to get the one that your runner goes and hits that second take profit, and then maybe you hit, the high of day, and you have that banger trade. But that's not the reality all the time. That's not really how this works all the time. This one right here, if ES swept out the lows, maybe even better. It didn't. And that's just how it goes, man. And we're about to hit the second take profit. We would have got in around here on the 2 minute. And that would be a nice 43-point trade. But you can't just sit there and take every single thing just because it's there. and expect like you're getting better, right? It's just not consistent. It makes you more emotional, and it's just not really part of my plan. Maybe it doesn't matter, but that's for me, right? So I don't even really want to say I'm frustrated, because I'm not really frustrated, but I just know the level I could be performing at, and I need to figure out how to get there. I just have to figure out how to get there. That's all it is. It's not, there's no alarm bells, there's no whatever. I'm still getting better. I'm still reading the chart. I'm still seeing live price action. I'm still learning, but I know where I need to be, and I just need to take the action to get there, which is cool. It's part of it. That is the game of trading, but getting there is the hard part, right? Again, I said it over and over in this video, but I'm trying to just nail it home. I just have to get back to the basics, which is just look at the chart, interpret the chart, figure out what it's saying, and execute. And execute, not because you're on a combine or express count or paper count. Execute because you waited, you were patient, you didn't click any buttons. You don't need to just go in clicking buttons just because, we got this inversion here. Oh, we got 2-minute inversion here. I was getting here. Oh, it got me my first take profit. Oh, and then stop my break even. Oh, and then I get this one. Oh, I hit this take. You don't need all that. You just need 1 to 2 entries a day, preferably 1. Get in, get out, and come out like a bandit, right? And that's what I need to get back to, which is be a sniper again, be efficient again. I just have to get back to that. Yeah, I have to get back to that. There's nothing else really to say. Yeah, man. Good learning day, right? Nothing terrible happened. Made money on the combine. I can be objective about it and not really be happy with how I made it. Even though, again, I took decent trades, but I'm just not very happy about them, right? I'm just not very happy about the just in and outness. I'm not really happy about just taking kind of mid setups. So there's no disasters at the office today, but I'm trying to figure out, and I think I'm just gonna spend some time after this video and really come up with some real plan for how I'm gonna trade this next coming week. If we look at the combine, we traded on the Express account. We traded on the 17th, so we have 30 days. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 21, 28. So we have until Valentine's Day, and we can take another trade, and we can just scout one. So I think this week I might not even touch this Express account. I really might not. I might just trade the combine and just trade one account and go to that, which I think might be the best plan going into this week. And then we'll take it from there. But if I see a great setup and I really want to take it, maybe I will. But I don't think there's any harm in just trading the combine, which is what we can do, which might be what we do. Again, man, I'm learning as we go. These videos are a document for myself, right? This is my journal, plus the Notion journal I use. But this is my brain dump journal. This is my thoughts journal. This is my emotions journal, which is very important. If you guys are just journaling setups, journal your emotions. Journal how you felt in the day. Journal the mistakes you're making. Journal the things you're going through in that time, right? Because I go through different things now because of the Express account than I did before the Express account, and I'm gonna go through different things when I have 2 Express accounts. I'm going to go through different things when I'm trying to make the $200 days. I'm going to have different experiences. So I really recommend writing down in a journal if you don't want to make videos, but I do recommend making videos because it will really help you process things. It will really help you. And you guys literally saw me just live in front of you guys. Normally I try and talk to you guys. Today I was talking to myself. Today I was talking purely to myself, what I need to fix, what I'm struggling with, what I'm realizing, what I'm recognizing, and just really trying to dig into what's going on. Because if I didn't make this video, I didn't really have to reflect, right? I'd probably just turn off the computer and maybe journal the chart, but I probably just forgot about it. But because I'm out here making these videos, I have to really dive into, okay, what's going on? And I think that's made a big improvement in just observing my mental, right? I think that's been a big factor in helping me out with my trading. So I highly recommend just get your thoughts out there, reflect on your thoughts, because if you don't reflect on them, they're in there, but they're just going to get buried back, and you're going to keep doing the things that you're doing wrong, because that's your natural urge. If you're doing something wrong, it's because it's a natural urge. You have to break that by figuring it out and then working on it, right? It's not easy. It never will be easy, but it can become easier, right? So I'm going to leave you guys with that long video already, but yeah, just want to dump those thoughts into this video and just kind of talk it through with myself. But I think that's the plan. Just get back to trading well, and I really want to trade at my best ever. I want this week to be my best ever trading week, where I'm just firing, man, where I'm just taking good setups. I'm confident. And I think if I don't even worry about the Express account, it will give me the freedom to not even really worry too much about losing, because I can just take a loss, take it on the chin, come back the next day, and it's a combine at the end of the day. So I appreciate all you guys. We are so close to 3,000 subscribers, which blows my mind. I love all you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Let me know what you guys took today. And if you guys have any feedback with stuff I was talking about for myself, if you found anything that worked for you, let me know. I appreciate that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.